Good morning, Linda. Thank you so much for your time this morning, and I really appreciate what you are doing for my clients this year with the pumpkin pies. And I wanted to just take a minute to let everybody know who you are and what you do. So tell us a little bit about who you are and your role here at Project Host.
My name is Linda Adamthwaite, and I'm the bakery chef and manager here at Project Host. And I have many duties here in the bakery. It's just a small part of Project Host and their mission to help, and I bake up the desserts that can be sold retail. I also provide, here in the bakery, we provide the pastries and the breads that go out for our food truck, and we also provide some breads to the soup kitchen.
Wonderful, and you're standing in front of some amazing examples of your handiwork here. I know that your Thanksgiving rolls are a big hit in my house in particular, and I know those go out in the food truck as well. But today I wanted to ask you specifically about the pies. As you know, I have a customer appreciation that I do every year, and it is with it's just in gratitude for the people who support my business. Last year was the first year that I bought pies from Project Host, and they were a huge hit. Everybody was like, "Are they homemade?" And I said, "Well, yeah, just not by me." So I know that there's a special story about where the pumpkin pies are coming from this year. Can you tell me about that?
Absolutely. I am loudly and proudly from Michigan, and when I go back home, I love to go back home in the fall. Where we lived was a little rural town called Amble, and outside of Amble, there's a little roadside stand, a large roadside squash stand, and I love honor boxes, and they have all kinds of squash, and your pumpkin pies are mostly Hubbard squash. And so I came back from Michigan with all kinds of Hubbard squash, butternut squash, buttercup squash, and I cooked it down, and it's going to be your pies this year.
So those were hand chosen by your loving hands.
Absolutely.
And then so we have apple crumb and pecan, the other two last year. And I know that
bourbon caramel pecan.
Bourbon caramel pecan. There's a big difference there. I appreciate being corrected. And we couldn't decide last year, so we ended up buying one of each for our family, and they were amazing. But I know there's something special about the recipes.
I have been cooking since I was very little, and these are the recipes I made my family, and I just practiced on them for years and perfected them. And this apple pie is the same pie I've been making since I was 16. I've tweaked it a little bit by adding fresh ginger, but other than that, it still stayed the same pie. My pumpkin pie recipe is my mom's recipe, which was her mom's recipe. And my pecan pie recipe is my mom's recipe, and then I added bourbon caramel that I make from scratch. And that was the most popular pie at Christmas and at Thanksgiving last year.
Yeah, it was so good. It was amazing. So there have been a lot of changes at Project Host in recent weeks and months, and I know that you're not just doing baking, pies and pastries and breads anymore. So you have a new thing called the Meals to Go.
Yes.
I want to include a link in this video description to that. So what are you doing there?
This week we have Meals to Go orders for lasagnas and meat lasagnas, and I do a curried pork that has curried cauliflower with a coconut sauce. It's stellar, and it sits on top of jeweled rice that has pistachios and cranberries. And then we've done a meatloaf one, and they all come with the rolls, whether it's the everything bagel roll or a garlic roll. And then I know that next week we're going to be pitching a brunch menu that includes the quiche and other brunch items.
Wow, and you have vegetarian options for that too.
Yes, ma'am. We have the butternut squash soup, butternut squash that I brought back from Michigan, and And we also have a vegetarian lasagna that is kind of a take on your eggplant parm. It's a vegetarian lasagna with breaded eggplant parmesan center.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yes.
Sounds amazing. Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for telling us a little bit about the heart that goes behind what you do here in the bakery and how that translates to the overall mission of Project Toast. And I really just appreciate all that you do, and I am looking forward to the pies that we're going to have in a few weeks.
Oh, so we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Linda.